He or she put a ring on it, and now it's time to plan one of the biggest days of your life. So before tying the knot, our next guest has tips to make the wedding of your dreams happen. Sarah Blair Medeiros is a wedding and event planner for Rainbow Weddings and Events and joins us with what's trending this year for couples to take notes. Welcome, Sarah.
Hi, thanks for having
Yeah,
me.
we're thrilled to have you on. And Sarah, what popular trends do you expect to see this year when it comes to weddings?
Oh my gosh. So the trend report just got released this morning. And honestly, some of my faves that I'm seeing are outdoor weddings in unique places, salt flats, cliff tops, almond groves. Also, we're looking at a lot of long wedding weekends after not seeing our friends and loved ones for a good period of time. We're looking at parties on Friday, parties on Saturday, and parties on Sunday. A lot less structure. And then also, folks are really trying right now to create more intimate environments. Doesn't necessarily mean that we're looking at smaller groups or guest counts, but we're looking at collective couple gifts, such as recipe books that are collectively kind of put together by everybody who's participating in the wedding. And then also unique wedding attire. We're seeing a trend of moving away from the traditional white and ivory to blacks, reds, multiple patterns, sequins, jumpsuits, capes. I mean, let's just get fun with the attire here.
Yeah, I love that people are switching it up more. I think we see a lot of routines which still look very beautiful, but to see people having their fun with it, putting their own spin and twist to really highlight those couples is amazing. And weddings have been quite different since the beginning of COVID. How can couples still have fabulous weddings during the pandemic?
I mean, of course, my number one tip is going to be hiring a planner. Having a planner on your side is going to be really helpful.
Yeah.
It's going to help you stay flexible, which is going to be really important as things are ever changing. Staying on top of, our state guidance, city guidance, and all that. And then also really thinking about picking a date in a season or a venue that allows you to have that outdoor experience or that good airflow. And then also not being afraid to get creative. Let's break down some of the traditional norms that we tend to see, and let's just go with what feels good and comfortable, and not being afraid to be you.
I like that. Not being afraid to be you. And what are some things nearly weds should think about ahead of time?
Oh my gosh. So one of the biggest things is going to be establishing that budget, right? Thinking about what is your bottom line, what's your goal, and then where's your cap at? The wedding industry, like many other industries, was hit a little hard this year with the pandemic. And so we have seen some shortages and things and all that, as well as prices going up a little bit. And so having your budget established beforehand is going to be really important, as well as thinking about all the things that you really, really want. As I mentioned before, making sure that you're thinking about your priorities and your must haves and really kind of establishing those beforehand.
Yeah. Do you have any tips for those that are doing destination weddings?
Oh yeah. So making sure that you're thinking about the travel, um, with all the different guidance around traveling, especially for those who are thinking about international travel, is going to be really important. Doing that research ahead of time, and also thinking about your guests that might be traveling, even domestically these days. Different states have different requirements, and different countries are requiring different things as well. So doing that research ahead of time is going to be really important.
Okay, that's good to know. And we were kind of talking about planning weddings around the pandemic. How can people graciously tell close friends and family that they won't be invited to a very small wedding if they're deciding to go that route? Is there a way to kind of do it kindly without hurting any feelings?
Yes, there always is. I highly suggest to my couples that if there are folks that they may not be inviting to a wedding due to the fact that the size may be cut extensively, is to do that one on one and individually, and to really play up the fact that it's not about not being there. It's not about not loving them and wanting to spend that time with them,
Yeah.
but about safety and just considering, everyone involved. And then also hook it up to a virtual Zoom link. There's no reason why you can't do that. So there's tons of videographers out there that are have great systems and are really kind of getting into that market as well.
Yeah, I like that. They can still join in on Zoom. And tell us a little bit about Rainbow Weddings and Events. What kind of experience our couples who are planning to get married can expect when booking with you?
So here at Rainbow Weddings and Events, I really try to curate a unique experience for each of the newlyweds that I work with. It's really about inclusion and equity and making sure that people feel whole and seen in their full human selves as they embark on their wedding planning journey.
Oh, I like that. And then let's just touch on the importance of wedding planning again. I think it's so easy day of to kind of get nervous and wrapped up in emotions. So why is it really imperative, in your opinion, to have a wedding planner?
Honestly, that wedding planner is going to take the stress out of everything.
Yeah.
So your wedding planner is really going to be centering and focusing on you. They're going to allow your guests and your loved ones to really participate in enjoyable, engaged ways. And your wedding planner is going to be there to handle all those details. So if something doesn't show up or there's something that just kind of starts to go a little haywire, it's not going to be on you to figure that out. Your planner is going to be there to handle that and
Yeah.
make sure that everything goes as smoothly as possible.
Sarah, you've been so helpful this morning. Thank you for joining us. And if you want to head to the chapel after talking to Sarah, you can visit rainbowweddingsbysarah.com.